Hello and welcome to the Centre des Sportifs Chopin. It's the final round of the Rugby Europe Trophy, Switzerland hosting Poland. These sides currently separated by one place in the championship and just 1 point going into this afternoon. Switzerland's losing bonus point last week against the Czech Republic, all that separates the two sides. It's not just one place in the championship, it's also one place in the world rankings, 33 and 34 respectively, going into this afternoon. Switzerland were victorious last time the teams met in Warsaw, a 22-12 win en route to a third place finish in 2017. A similar score today, and a Netherlands win over Czech Republic in Amsterdam could see them emulate that success. In the Rugby Europe Trophy. Both teams coming into this on the back of very different defeats. Switzerland got a losing bonus point in a tough 17-13 loss to Czech Republic. Poland shared 101 points with Netherlands. Unfortunately for them, they only scored 30. However, if Czech Republic are a yardstick, then Poland's 19-14 defeat to Switzerland's 17-13 sets us up beautifully in this final match of this championship. Switzerland made plenty of changes from that Czech Republic loss, but just two in the pack. Only one of those personnel as well. The front row remains unchanged. Quickly moves from flank to the second row. Edgar Albert to the bench. Terwise starts at 6. Wolfschläger and Lin remain at 7 and 8, and we are underway. These teams desperate to finish the season with a victory. Poland in the white jerseys and the red shorts, attacking the try line away to your right. Switzerland all in red. Poland have been short of tries in this championship so far, just 6, but they've all come from 6 different scorers. And they've got boot to ball for the first time. Liam Kavanagh gets a first touch in those luminous yellow boots. It's brought down by Janiek. And that's gone forward off Nowitzki, but the referee happy to play on. Another referee does bring them back for the knock-on, and we'll have a first look at the set piece. 5 changes to the pack for Poland. Janiek wins his 26th cap in the front row. As Hrushi drops to the bench, Bobrick and Kostolkowski will be alongside him in the front row. It's a new second row pairing as well. Vavsky and Bartoszek at 5 and 4. Nowitzki and Korna accompany the captain at Shushutek at number 8. And Cyril Lamb gets his first touch, goes quickly on the free kick and takes Switzerland up to the halfway line. Perrault finds Vincent Vial. Big prop forward takes his first carry. Montiel puts his head down, takes them up to him between the halfway line and the 10-metre. Vial takes that one a little bit flat, but he takes some stopping, the big number 3. This time they put boot to the ball down the blind side. The kick comes off red, so that'll be a Poland throw-in for the first line out of the match. Kamil Bobrick, the Poland hooker, the most experienced man in the side, 34 years of age, 45 caps. It's remained fairly dry here in the last hour or so. Pitch in incredible condition given how much snow they've had here in Geneva. Still pretty cold though, and a stiff breeze blowing in favour of Poland in this first half. Kasper Wawski was the man who claimed the line out well, and Poland showing good patience on the drive here as it just goes to ground. And with the wind, that kick's going to go over the goal line, and that'll be dotted down for a 22 restart. That's the first chance we've seen of the wind to see just how much it catches hold of the ball. Nowitzki, the big second row, claims it and takes the carry. He's winning his 10th cap today here in Geneva. Poland again driving forward through that big forward pack and into the Switzerland half outright. Ball's a little bit slower than the backline want. Banaszek making his first start at 10 of the championships today. Rakitsky, the big winger wearing number 25, plays all across the back 3, and that's a monster hit in midfield. Switzerland stopping Poland dead. And eventually Switzerland bail them out on the far side for another line out. Good phase play there from Poland. showing patience after there was a little bit too much on that Banaszek clearance kick. Doing well to go through the phases after claiming the restart through Kasper Wawski, the 32-year-old whose head must be absolutely freezing here in Geneva today, takes his place in the middle of the line out. This time claimed by Nowicki. Blindside flanker sets up the drive. Kamil Bobrik joins at the back and then marching towards the 22 here. This great patience in the forward pack again from Poland. Switzerland trying to slow it down, but Poland keep adding bodies and keep marching forwards. Just 15 meters from the line now. Eventually it comes out. Plita. Alexandra Buku, the older of the two brothers, sets it up, but that's a loose kick. And that's recovered by Switzerland, but they've got a lot of work to do to clear their lines here. Gisela Montiel, the guilty party there, conceding the penalty. And this is the first attacking decision that Poland have to make now. Do they go for the points? It's a difficult penalty from the touchline. Or do they back that disciplined forward pack and go for the drive once more? David Banaszek goes for the corner, and Switzerland being asked some questions here. Approaching 7 minutes gone. Kamil Bobrik, he's been flawless with his arrows so far, but that one's been knocked forward. But the referee says Poland closing the gaps at the penalty. They go quickly through the scrum half. He's held up well, is Matthews Plita. But Switzerland having to defend their own 5-meter line here. They've driven that one sideways. The big man, Kasper Wawski, waits. So does Janiek. Still looking for his first try for his country. They're going from short range here, punching over the line, but driven back by Switzerland. Desperate defending from the hosts. And once again, they've turned that over illegally. Third penalty they've given away in quick succession inside their own 22. Poland go quickly. They find the captain, who's over. But not quite. That's gone to ground. And it's been held up again. Look for all the world like Szczeszetek had scored the opening try. He scored in this fixture last season. A little bit of trouble there, Mateusz Bartosek. Just reaching over and having a word in a few of the Swiss forwards' ears. But it's all handshakes afterwards with Gisela Montiel. Simon Perrault is just getting a little bit of medical attention behind the melee. And Andrea Piardi has awarded a penalty try. It looked for a second like he was going under the sticks. Alas, it's not a penalty try, but a try nonetheless. And it is Szczeszetek who gets the opener. A little bit of confusion there and a long conference between the referee and his assistant. But Poland's period of play inside the Swiss 22 has paid off with 5 points. Here comes the conversion. It's a great strike. And David Banaszek splits the post. That takes him over 200 points for his country as well. 199 going into today. He's 1 from 1. That takes him to 201. And it is Poland 7, Switzerland 0. Back underway. Switzerland behind. And they've not really had their hands on the ball yet. Approaching 11 minutes gone. This will be the first time that Switzerland have had to put into the scrum following the knock-on from the kick-off. Simon Perrault, the scrum half, the playmaker, the top scorer in this competition for the hosts. 5 conversions and 4 penalties for his 22 points. The try scorer Jeshotek making the tackle. Switzerland up to the halfway line. Banaszczyk takes it in himself as Mateusz Plichter waits. Kariat. Finds Poré, but once again, Switzerland's lack of discipline costing them. It's great pressure from Poland. Conceded another penalty, and with this win, this a real opportunity for Poland to get back deep into the Swiss half. Well, in fact, with the win, they're going to take this opportunity to go for the posts. David Banaszczyk. He's inside his own half. However, this wind pretty much blowing straight behind him through the sticks. So as long penalties go, this pretty makeable. Beautiful strike again, but just wide, and Switzerland let off the hook on this occasion. It remains Poland 7, Switzerland 0. But the visitors will be absolutely delighted with their opening 13 minutes here. Escoffier chases, but Wawski claims he's been a reliable target on the restart. And this time they have plenty of space to move it to the left. It's a dogleg defence from Switzerland. Poland was sweeping forward until then. Once again, Wawski waits and bounces into 3 Swiss defenders. Banaszczyk chips over the top. It's well claimed by Escoffier, but he's driven back into his 22. Combination of Karnath and Janiek. Switzerland knock the ball on, trying to run it out to their own 22. And the first quarter of an hour has not gone how the hosts would have liked. They've not got a great record of coming back in matches either, Switzerland. They've not won a single match where they've gone in behind at half-time this season. Another good scrum from Poland as they come forward. They've got numbers here, and that's a lovely angle from the fullback Nowicki. Again, they go to the blind side. Kornath. Nowicki's there in support, and this time it's Switzerland win the penalty. Much better from the hosts. And every time it breaks down, it's getting a little bit tasty out there. Nicola Guyu getting amongst it, the big second row for Switzerland. And the Italian referee wants a serious word with both captains here, Cyril Lan and Peter Szeszutek. Both number 8s, both talisman for their countries, but both need to take control to stop this one boiling over. Simon Perrault to clear the lines for Switzerland. Tough kick into the wind. He's missed touch as well, so Poland can come again. Rakicki crashing forward. Huge ball carrying back. That one just evades Kamil Bobrik. Nowicki tackled well. Perwisi with the tackle for Switzerland. But the hosts just can't get the ball back at the moment. Oh, and that's a clean break up the left-hand side. Just the full-back to beat, but the cover tackle comes in eventually. But Poland sweep forward back into the Switzerland 22. And that'll be the second try. Daniel Cornat gets it. He's making his debut today. And he makes it Poland 12, Switzerland 0. Well, this a dream start for the visitors. They're taking full advantage of the conditions. Switzerland playing into the wind, unable to clear their lines. Poland punishing them 2 scores in the opening 17 minutes. And the easiest of conversions from Banaszczyk makes it Poland 14, Switzerland 0. Well, Banaszczyk goes 2 from 3 from the tee. Just that long-range penalty that he missed. It had the legs, but he just hooked it slightly. Switzerland 2 scores down and haven't even looked like threatening the Polish 22. But they've reclaimed that restart. But once again, it's gone forward. Fundamentals letting down the hosts. Not a lot between these teams going into today, but of course Poland having the benefit of the conditions in the first half. I think the main thing for Switzerland is ensuring that they don't disappear out of sight, which they're in danger of doing. Mateusz Plichter playing scrum half for Poland today in place of his injured brother David. Switzerland will have known the dangers. Poland scoring plenty of tries against second place side Netherlands. However, in conceding 70, they'll know that they have a leaky defence as well. But to take advantage of that, they're going to need to get their hands on the ball, which is something they've been unable to do at the moment. High hanging crossfield kick. Well, Liam Kavanagh had plenty of time to deal with it, but it dropped to him on the edge of the 22 under no pressure. It was swirling in the wind, but still he'd have expected to take that, and Switzerland under pressure in their red zone once again. Well, Poland will not believe their luck here. Everything they've tried has come off so far. And now they have another attacking scrum, bang on the Swiss 22, as we're just beyond the halfway point of this first half. Plichter. Well, they managed to turn that one over, Switzerland. And Perrault puts boot to ball. But recovered by Poland once again. Good chase on the kick. The tackle was missed, but did enough to slow the attack down, albeit temporarily. Oh, another beautiful break from the scrum half, Plichter. He's got Wawski supporting him. In the battle of the nines in these opening phases, there's only one winner, Wawski. Gets driven backwards, the ball goes to ground, and it's back with Switzerland. Vial carries it forward from number 3. The pass just left Cyril Lannes a little bit short, and Carriat shovels it on to Montiel, who's going backwards and coughs it up once more. It's a good defensive lift from Poland, but Switzerland masters of their own downfall at the moment. Carriat tries to come up and shut down Banaszczek, but he manages to go through, but this time he knocks it on. Switzerland guilty of having 1 or 2 men rushing out of the line, trying to shut down those Polish runners at source. However, when they break those tacklers, there are gaps in behind, and they're making meters every time. Another conversation between the referee and his assistant here. Andrea Piardi, Gianluca Niecki and Filippo Bertelli are the Italian officials for today. The commissioner, Alberto Ricaldini, is a man with 6 Nations pedigree. He was the commissioner in Dublin last week. Of course, massive games going off in the 6 Nations this weekend. Ireland playing England at Twickenham in a potential Grand Slam. It would just be the 3rd Grand Slam in Ireland's history. Quite remarkable, really, given the pedigree of the nation. This match, the final round of the Rugby Europe Trophy for this season. Currently, Switzerland in 4th position, Poland in 5th. But a win for Poland, and they would leapfrog the Swiss and possibly even go above Czech Republic, depending on how they get on at Netherlands today. Oh, and that's been charged down as well, but it's come back to a red hand, luckily for the hosts. But it's been turned over again, and a 3rd score. This time it's David Banaszczek. He's had 4 points from the boot already. Poland turning the screw. Switzerland just can't get out of their 22. And it's Poland 19, Switzerland 0. Well, Switzerland playing a dangerous game. The kick got charged down, then they tried to run it out of their own 22. Poland pressurising, defending high, and eventually turning it over. Banaszczek to take his personal tally today into double figures. And he does exactly that. 3 tries and 3 conversions for Poland in the opening 25 minutes. And they are 21-0 up against Switzerland here in Geneva. Well, essential for Switzerland that they don't concede again until at least half-time. I'm sure they'll improve as they get the wind, which is actually getting stronger and stronger here. Surely that's a high tackle, yes. Well, will the referee take any further action here against Kaspovavski? Ludovic Perwise, the recipient in the blue scrum cap. Now Switzerland managed to find touch and might finally be able to build some pressure in their opponent's 22. Maxime Loucon on throwing duty for the Swiss. That's well claimed at the back by the man who was just on the end of that high tackle. All about patience here for Switzerland now. They know the drive works. How long will they have the bottle to keep it in there? Still going, and Perwise is still at the heart of it. Going towards the line, Switzerland. And they've got the score. That's the response they needed. Their first visit into the Polish 22 yields a score. Simon Perrault has the ball in his hand. He's yet to get a try this season, but he's kicked plenty of points. Switzerland on the board, but still trailing. It's 5-21. Five conversions so far in this championship for the Swiss number 9. His first attempt, the wind blowing across the face of the goal. He accounts for that, and the flags are raised. Switzerland cut the gap to 2 converted scores, and that a lot more like it. That reliable pack from the line out make it Switzerland 7, Poland 21. Change of direction from Poland, and plenty of height on that one as well. Here comes the cavalry. It's well taken by Wulschläger, but he's driven back into his 22 by those clunky second rowers in the white jerseys. Carriot doesn't find touch, so this is going to come back with interest. Oh, massive tackle. Huge hit in midfield. Much better from the Swiss. Jan Jek takes it in for Poland. No winger at home, so the box kick comes in. And it's the captain, Cyril Lann, who's back on his own as well to get around Cornath. Cornath, of course, try scorer on debut. It's slow balls to Simon Perrault. Just watches over it. He's got his blockers in place as the box kick goes up once more. It's not a particularly quick chase, however. Wawski allows it to bounce for making meters once again, but Switzerland ill-disciplined at the breakdown, and they concede another opportunity for Banaszek to add to the total of 21. It's exactly what he's going to attempt to do. It's a very makeable penalty. He's 3 from 3 on conversions. But of course, missed that penalty just after the first try. Well, end-to-end stuff here. Into the final 10 minutes of the first half. David Banaszek strikes it right-footed and makes it 24-7. 3 converted tries and a penalty for that 24 points. And Poland, good for their lead as well. Credit to Switzerland. They've only had the 1 scoring opportunity and they've taken it. And it came from a high tackle from the restart. And they go the same way again. And it is knocked backwards and lovely handling there between Oustay and Lucon. Cyril Land carries. Switzerland perhaps just forcing it a touch. Capacity crowd over on the far side have seen something they don't like. Great turnout here at a freezing cold Geneva. Perwise. This time it's Poland's ill discipline at the breakdown. And Switzerland have gone quickly. It's a little bit lateral though, and Nowitzki stands up his man. Back rowers wait to the left to carry for Switzerland. Perwise and Wohlschläger, but Vincent Vial crashes into the 22 himself. Go to the right once more. Lucas Heinrich goes looking for work. Got 2 tries in this championship already and scored 2 in the return fixture last year against Poland. Slowed down a little bit now. Perwise adds his weight. Poland have got hands on that, they've turned it over. It's been turned over again though. The referee's in a good position, spots the knock on. And Poland will have the put in at the scrum and the opportunity to clear their lines. That's better from Switzerland. That's the first time they've really been able to go through the phases, which is remarkable considering we're over half an hour into this first half. If they can get another score before half time and go in 10 points behind, I think they'll really fancy this going into the second half. But a couple of high scoring matches so far. They lost out by 3 points to the Netherlands, 27-30. Then it was a close victory over Moldova, 20-22. When they were 15-8 up at half-time. The biggest defeat in the competitions come to Portugal, who are the runaway leaders in this Rugby Europe trophy. That was 31-17 to 2 converted tries. And then they were 7-3 behind at half-time to Czech Republic and couldn't quite turn over that lead, eventually falling 17-13. 1914, Poland fell to Czech Republic away. Then it was a good win against Moldova. Good if not glamorous, 13-0 at home. Been thinking that their defence was doing well after that clean sheet. However, then they travelled to Amsterdam. And were put to the sword a little bit, 71-30 that day. But they've made 9 changes from that side to this side, and it's so far so good on the road in Geneva. So both teams with 1 win and the rest defeats. However, Poland with just the 1 losing bonus point, and Switzerland with the 2 losing bonus points, which means they're 1 point ahead in the table overall. 4th play 5th. Szeszetek goes from the base of the scrum. 2 powerful ball carrying 8s for either side here. Switzerland's tight forwards doing well to tackle. Banaszek gets hands on the ball. Switzerland not been great under the high ball, so that a good take from Lucas Heinrich. Frees his hands as well, gets the offload away. Cariat finds Perwise, and Switzerland win the penalty. This will be a tough kick. The scrum half, Simon Perrault, he's got the ball in his hands already. He's having a good look at this, but into the wind. It's a tough strike, even for somebody of his undoubted quality with the boot. inside the final 5 minutes of the half, and Perrault's going to go for touch. Sensible decision given the success that the last drive brought them inside the 22. Switzerland 7, Poland 24. Here at the Centre de Sportif Chopin. Maxime Lecomte needs to find his target man here. He does exactly that. Perwise gets it at the back. Another opportunity. Advantage coming here for Switzerland, so they'll have a free shot at this. They set the drive up once again, and it goes to ground once again. And they go to the blind side. There are Polish defenders there. Ghislain Montiel with a lot of work to do. And the tries awarded. 2 ventures into the 22 and 2 tries scored for Switzerland. They're now just 12 points behind. They'll be delighted with how they responded to going 3 scores down. Perwise gets the try. That's his first of the competition, and it's Switzerland 12, Poland 24. Well, there's a difficult conversion for the right footer over on the far side. Essential for Switzerland, though, that they see out this half now. They've got a kick off to receive. They need to clear their lines and get through to half time. Perrault directly into the wind with this conversion. Well, the crowd like it, but the assistant referees don't, so it remains Switzerland 12, Poland 24. Few minutes remain in half time. There are 2 matchday announcers here. There's one in Polish and one for Switzerland, and the Polish announcers doing their best to try and rev up some support for the away team, but I'm not sure many have made the journey. They go deep into the 22 with the restart. And that's a good call to claim it by Kavanagh, but not a particularly good clearance kick. The drop goal comes back, but that's a pretty weak effort, and that'll go over the dead ball line. And Switzerland will get us restarted from the 22. Opportunism there. If it had gone over, Poland would love to go in with a lead of over 2 scores, bearing in mind they did race to a 21-0 lead. 11 points. 14 points, in fact, from Banaszek. 3 conversions, a penalty and a try. That's another excellent take from Wawski. It's an absolute monster of a human being. He's got great hands on those restarts as well. He sets up that powerful pack to try and go forward once again, but Switzerland taking this one towards the touchline. And after that lightning start, Poland just looking like they're starting to tire towards the end of this half. Our clock's ticked over 40 minutes, however ours does not stop and start with the referee. It will give you a rough idea of where we are. If you've just joined us, there have not been very many stoppages in this first half. Rzeszowiec opened the scoring for Poland. Banaszek converted it. Then Kornat on debut. He went in under the sticks that Banaszek converted. As if Banaszek hadn't done enough damage, he went over in the corner and converted his own try and added another penalty. It's been 2 tries worked through the forwards for Switzerland to get them back into this, as Simon Perrault puts boot to ball. And there's a lot of work for Jedrzej Nowicki to do here to get himself out of trouble, but he does have that wind in his favour, which he uses. Perrault, great footwork from him. Gets the return as well. Perrault thought he was going to be in there. What an opportunity now for Switzerland, and what a response from them after being 3 scores down. All the numbers are on the left-hand side. Time for the backs to cut loose, but Montiel draws the tackle. It's back with Perrault. Because Heinrich steps back into the tackle to try and open up some space on the right-hand side. Referee says that one's gone backwards, so Switzerland can come once again. Perrault waits, but it's slower ball than he wants. He's trying to tee up some big forwards. Uste drops that, but the referee once again says it's gone backwards. Cyril Lann. Oh, that's been turned over by Poland, and now they've got the chance to counter-attack. Important tackle made there on the Polish left-hand side. Thought he might put boot to ball then, but the fullback, Liam Kavanagh, quick to get back into position. Now they do put boot to ball. Escoffier waits, but that one goes over his head and into touch, and the opportunity gone for Switzerland. It's a little bit frantic, and the referee blows for half-time. Fascinating half of rugby in the Rugby Europe Trophy. 5 tries, 3 of them going to Poland, 2 going to Switzerland. All 3 converted for Poland, and the penalty as well means that at half-time it's Switzerland 12, Poland 24.
La commune de Plan-les-Ouates et le Rugby club Genève Plan-les-Ouates pour leur accueil chaleureux et l'organisation de ce Suisse Rugby Day. Reprise du match entre la Suisse et la Pologne. Le score à la mi-temps, 12 pour la Suisse, 24 pour la Pologne.
And we are back underway for the second half. Poland kicking off and receiving their own kick here at the Centre de Sportif Chopin. It was a brilliant start to the first half for them. 3 unanswered tries, taking full advantage of that wind. That wind will be with the hosts. Their comeback sparked by Ludovic Perrault. He won the penalty that led to the first try. He scored the second. But Poland win the first penalty of the second half. The outside half, David Banaszek, he's taken himself up over 200 career points for Poland. 3 conversions, a penalty, and a try to his name. And he slices that one off the right boot, but Poland straight back on the offensive in this second half. So yes, Poland racing out to that 21-0 lead before Switzerland drove over. The first time they've been able to show that organised pack. Straight from that, Banaszek increased the lead once more with a penalty to make it 24-7. Then Perrault, who was inspirational at blindside flanker in the first half, well, certainly in the comeback from Switzerland, went over. The try went unconverted, so we are at 12-24. Switzerland's counter drive has worked extremely well so far, but Poland just starting to march forward. A few players go to ground. but the ball's still moving. The referee happy to let it continue that way as well. So often at this level, it's all about patience with them all. Poland on the brink here. This is the perfect start to the second half for them. Territory into this wind has been hard to come by. Switzerland have done a lot of defending in their own 22. They've conceded 3 tries. They won't want to make it 4 because a bonus point win for Poland will put them well and truly above them in the division. A win for Switzerland and they can finish 3rd, which is where they finished last year. A defeat and they could end up as low as 5th. The hosts winning the penalty though. Great defence from them. Poland just running out of ideas early in this second half. And the red wall able to stifle them and keep the score at 12-24 and have the opportunity to clear the lines. Just see from the distance on that clearance kick the huge difference that the wind makes. The question for Switzerland is, will they be able to use it to their advantage to finally play a territory game? Yeah, Alexander Biku, he's wearing number 14 but playing on the left wing for Poland, just rubbing his hands together. It's absolutely freezing here today. There's been late season snow all across Europe, but they managed to avoid it here in Geneva. And the pitch actually in very, very good condition. It's a fast pitch. And the conditions remain dry today, albeit very cold, very windy. Perwise goes up at the back of the line out again. He's been an excellent target for the hosts. And they get their hands on the ball for the first time in the half. Oh, hopping through the tackle as well. Great handoff from the number 8 and captain Cyril Lannes. That's the kind of talismanic attacking play they want from their back row forwards. Oh, Perrault smashed backwards there though. Tomasz Rokicki, the man to do the damage. Lucas Heinrich desperately wants it on the right hand side, thinks he's got a little bit of space, but he puts a foot out into touch. Heinrich desperate to get on the score sheet, just as he did twice against Poland last season. Got 2 tries against Netherlands earlier. He was crying out for it. Exchanges a low 5 with the scrum half. Might be the first touch he's had in attack. Now Kamil Bobrik has to hit his target, which is exactly what he does. Well executed defensive line out from Poland. And they go quickly from the penalty. No, they don't. The referee bringing back Kamil Bobrik. It was offside from Switzerland. And now Poland have the chance to clear the lines. Good clearance kick takes them up to the halfway line. That's the first wave of attack they've survived. Both teams come under pressure in their own 22 in the opening 5 minutes of this second half. Switzerland needing 2 scores, at least one of them converted to get themselves back into contention. Oh, another good line out this time to Bartoszek at the back. Switzerland have turned this over though, and with no left winger at home, this is going to be a foot race. And Lucas Heinrich gets on his bike. He's going to be the first there. Can he finish it? No, he can't. What a tackle that is from Nowitzki, the fullback. It's advantage coming to Switzerland here though. They drive for the line. The substitutes think they've grounded it. The referee disagrees. Perwise's waiting. Desperate to get his hands on it, but it's white line fever here from Switzerland. They need to show some composure. Puise at first receiver. But we go back for the advantage. Excellent thinking there. There's a great understanding between Perrault and Lucas Heinrich. Perrault just dabs it to the corner. And this a real opportunity for Switzerland to get back into this one. Heinrich showed a clean pair of heels there, but couldn't quite get the bounce of the ball. Oh, and that's been turned over though. The first time the lineouts evaded them. But that not a particularly confident clearance kick by Poland, and they'll be back under pressure inside their own 22. Florian Escoffier on the left wing licked his lips there. He thought that one was going to drop straight into his breadbasket. But it just drifted out on the far side. Switzerland line-out's been flawless up until then. Didn't quite get it right. Kasperwowski didn't take it cleanly, but just did enough to allow Poland to brave the second wave this time. Switzerland claim it through the open side. Wohlschläger. It's not moving fluidly forward though, so it's going to have to come out to the backs at some point. Slow ball. Hard yards required. Dorian Hustet tries to set up the maul, but it goes straight to ground. The back standing deep and waiting for it, but I think they might have to wait a little while. Poland thought they'd turn that one over, but illegally, says the referee. And an opportunity here. And a big decision to make. Do you go for the easy 3 points? Or do you dab for the corner? Perrault decides that sticks are the way to go. Still plenty of time in this one, of course, so keeping the board ticking over is a sensible decision. They were 21 points behind after 25 minutes. This penalty to reduce the deficit to just 9. And Perrault kicks the goal. Switzerland 15, Poland 24. Since going 21-0 behind, Switzerland lead 15-3, so they're creeping back into this game, but still a long way to go, both in terms of the scoreboard and in terms of the clock. Less than 10 minutes of this second half gone. That the first score of it. Plenty on that one, but it's just inside the 22. Szeszetek pointed. He thought he was outside the 22 and his team were getting 53 yards. Switzerland 15, Poland 24. Switzerland make a substitution. Number 19, Edgar Albert, comes on. He started the last match. Tim Fouckley moving up from the back row to the second row. Albert was forced to the bench. But he is a big, strong ball carrier and a huge tackler. And he'll help this Swiss pack go forward as they look to creep back into this match. They looked down and out at 21-0 down. They just could not get a touch of the ball as Bartoszek takes that at the back of the pack for Poland. But again, Switzerland's more defence in good shape. Poland peel around and make a few handy meters, but look to be a little bit of afters there. Maxime Loucon thrown to the ground, but the referee's arm goes up Poland's way. The crowd here at Chirpin do not like that at all, and in the first half this one did threaten to boil over. Well, the referee does reach for his pocket and he sends Kasper Vaski to the bin. And that means the penalty decision will be reversed as well. Kasper Vaski, he's played on the edge for the entire match. And now the referee decides he's had enough. Well, this really is an opportunity for the hosts now. Not as much on that clearance kick as they'd like, but they have the throw in at the line out. Poland's main line out target is off the pitch. And Switzerland have a one-man advantage. The big replacement prop, Marcin Wilczuk, is coming on, wearing number 17. He packs down on the loose head side. He's replacing Gregor Zianiek. And they've managed to turn that over, Poland. That'll be a real blow for Switzerland. Looks to put a little bit of width on it. Valentin Bekou, the outside centre, making his debut. Well, that's offside. That's a big mistake from Poland. Fundamentals. The ball went forward. It would have been a knock-on, but the scrum half, Mateusz Plichta, played the ball on the floor from an offside position. Now it's another penalty that Switzerland are going to go for goal on. Well, this would take them to within a converted try. What a test match this is turning out to be. 13 minutes of the second half gone. Perrault, it's in between the 10-metre and the halfway line, just to the right of the sticks. It's a long way out, but it's a stiff breeze assisting him in getting this one over. Has it got the legs? Yes, but it doesn't have the direction. Let off for Poland. Still Switzerland 15, Poland 24 here in Geneva. Poland down to 14. Kasper Vaski, the man sent to the bin. And that one drifts straight out, so mistakes creeping in from both sides here. I wonder if the intensity of that first half is just catching up with Poland a little bit here. They look tired towards the end of the first. They've not started this second half particularly well at all. But we approach the quarter of an hour mark. They've still only conceded the 3 points. They haven't conceded any since going down to 14. The Swiss substitutes trying to stay warm. They're going to have a big part to play towards the end of this match. This will be a match now that Switzerland really think they can win. Last time these two teams met, it was in Warsaw. Switzerland did get the victory. It was 22-12 on that day. They finished one place above Poland in the league table as well. Last year Portugal won it, Netherlands second, Switzerland third, Poland fourth, Moldova fifth, Ukraine sixth. Portugal are going to win it again this year. The Netherlands are going to finish second, but third place very much up for grabs. If one of these teams can get a bonus point win, Czech Republic are playing Netherlands away, but they have one game to go after two. So as many points on the board as possible. If Poland win this, they'll guarantee to finish above Switzerland. Likewise, if Switzerland win it, they'll guarantee to finish above Poland. They're on 6 and 5 points respectively. Moldova, well, they prop up the table. Not able to get a win on the board. They've conceded 123 points as well across their 4 games, and just the one losing bonus point that actually came against Switzerland. 2022 that was. They go from number 8 once again. Such a strong ball carrier, Cyril Lannes. Lucas Heinrich wants it again, but instead the big substitute, Edgar Albert, carries forward. Perrault finds the open side flanker who goes towards the line, but he's held up just short. There's a 3-on-2 on the right-hand side, but in goes the hooker to level up the numbers. Now it's going to have to stay tight or go left. And there's an advantage coming here for the hosts. They'll have a free shot at this, and they've got so many numbers on the left-hand side. If they can get the ball there, it's gone to ground. And all they needed to do was look up then, because, I mean, still now they've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 3 on that left-hand side. The medical staff are called on. We've got a player down for either side here. But if Switzerland can show a little bit of composure in the back line, there are tries to be scored here. Poland had 4 defenders to the left of the breakdown, and they were only defending Lucas Heinrich. I mean, he's a try-scoring threat, but goodness me. Corentin Delabais comes on for Ludovic Perwisse, the try-scorer. Delabais, much physically bigger, offers more of a ball-carrying presence, and Switzerland have brought on some real big units in Albert and Delabais, looking to fight fire with fire when it comes to this big physical Polish pack. Still down to 14, but still not conceded since going down to 14. Wulschläger wearing 7, but packing down at blind side. Cyril Lannes trying to control this with his feet and push it over. They get a penalty again. Will they go for another scrum and try and force the referee into making a decision? Liam Kavanagh, the fullback, going and congratulating all the forwards on a good job, well done. Unless they get a score from this, it won't be a good job well done at all. They still trail by 9 here. Switzerland 15, Poland 24. Simon Perrault puts the ball in this time. Will he be a spectator once again? Cyril Lannes goes this time to the blind side, needs to get the ball away. Beautiful offload, this will be a try. Liam Kavanagh goes over, but that was all about the great work from the number 8 and captain. Took it from the base of the scrum, drew the defenders, gave the netball pass over the top, and Liam Kavanagh closes the gap once again. It's Switzerland 20, Poland 24. Well, that was clever play from Switzerland then. They drew the penalty from the scrum, so the Polish flankers wanted to add their weight. They didn't want to get pushed back and concede the penalty try. That allowed Cyril Lannes to break. He drifted to the right-hand side, drew the defenders, and that is one of the easiest finishes Liam Kavanagh will have in his international career. 20-24. This to close the gap to 2 points. That's just going to drift to the left-hand side. No, it's off the post. Simon Perrault misses the opportunity to bring Switzerland within a penalty of taking the lead, but they still have a one-man advantage. And a 21-point gap is now just a 4-point. Switzerland 20, Poland 24. A fascinating end to the Rugby Europe Trophy here in Geneva. Well, Poland have spent a lot of time in their own 20. Oh, that's a wonderful tackle. And now an opportunity for Poland to get straight back into it. Beautiful offload out the back door. Tomasz Rokicki takes it in. Well, this is a quite brilliant response. But it's been turned over once again. Switzerland now with the opportunity to counter-attack. Nowicki makes the tackle for Poland. They put boot to ball. but the fullback's already there. The chase is on, and that's a difficult bobbling ball for him to have to deal with. Well, the Swiss team, bench and fans have come alive with that. Jedrzej Nowitzki had a terrible bobbling ball to deal with there, managed to get there, but it was a brilliant chase by Florian Escoffier. And he just chipped the ball over as well. I thought it might have got a touch off a Swiss hand, but it didn't. And Poland right back under pressure in their own half. This line out, bang between the 10-metre and the 22. It's taken by the substitute Delabais. Got it at the second time of asking as well. And Switzerland come forward through the pack once more. Delabais again. Laws of physics say he's going to go forward. Cyril Lam manages to present the ball. Now they look to use the backs. Beautiful miss pass, putting some pace on it, but Montiel's tackled well. Perrault. That's Foucli, the second rower in the scrum cap. The try scorer, Kavanagh, takes them back up to the 22. It's been turned over, but illegally. It was Alexandre Bicou, Valentin's older brother, who thought he turned that one. Coming up to 23 minutes gone. Is it posts or corner as the referee waves Kasper Wawski back on? So Poland back up to the full complement. They conceded 5 points in that 10 minutes he was off. And Simon Perrault has this kick to bring Switzerland back within 1 point. This from a similar position to where he missed the conversion from that Kavanagh try. A little bit further infield. And again, with the wind to assist him. Here goes Perrault. He's done it this time. 23-24. What a game this is turning into. Well, Poland would have thought all their Christmases had come at once when they went 3 scores to the good. It was 21-0 after 20 minutes here. And Switzerland couldn't get out of their own 22, let alone their own half. They've battled their way back into this. They've used the conditions here in Geneva. And now they're on the brink of a remarkable comeback. The box kick goes up and Nowitzki waits. Oh, and he's knocked that one on. But the advantage could come here for Switzerland. They come through versus Vincent Vial. He really has carried some ball for them. They go over once more. And now we do go back for the advantage. A little bit of dissent there from Poland. They need to be careful. Alexandre Bicou, he got pinged at the breakdown moments ago, and he kicked the ball away then, but the referee letting him get away with that one. Andrea Piardi, the Italian, actually done well in this match to stop it from boiling over. He dealt with Kasper Wawski when he had to. And Switzerland are going to go for the sticks. This could be Perrault's 3rd successful penalty of the half. And the unthinkable, this could put Switzerland into the lead. Up it goes. And the flags stay down, so that's 6 points they've let Poland off from the penalty and the missed conversion as well, so there were 8 out there. And it remains 23-24, beautifully poised here into the final 14 minutes. Jeremy Theo, the exciting young centre, has come on for Switzerland. Cyril Lan managed to get the offload away there. Great hands from the number 8. Finds his back row partner Wulschläger. Once again they keep it narrow. Forwards have gone through an awful lot of work for both sides as Carriat tries to get his way through. That good quick ball though, and there are numbers. Oh, massive hit and the backdoor offload. This glorious stuff from Switzerland. Poland get over in numbers though, right in front of the commentary position. Simon Perron not happy with the ball slowing down. Cyril Lan taking it forward once again. This time Perrault has to add his weight, so Carriat plays scrum half. Foucli. Perrault. Oh, glorious offload again and out of the back door. It's all going Switzerland's way. And Ludovic Poré is going to score to put them into the lead in the match for the first time. It's Switzerland 28, Poland 24. What a remarkable comeback by the home team. Well, they poured forward. Patience, always the virtue at this level. They went through the phases, and when the big moments came, they made them count. There was a huge carry on the halfway line. Alexandra Bicu went to snuff out the danger and ended up tasting the dirt here in Geneva. And now Perrault, having missed a couple of penalties, has the opportunity to put Switzerland 6 points ahead from right in front of the sticks. And that is what he does. Switzerland 30, Poland 24. That was also the 4th try, so secures the bonus point for Switzerland should they hold on to win this one. Remarkable rugby. 21-0 down, remember. Since going 21-0 down, they've scored 30 points and just conceded 3 in return. But here come Poland, back up to 15, and it was that man, Kasper Wawski, who spent time in the sin bin. Got a little bit of space here as well, but the outside centre, Bikau, takes it back into the danger area. Bartoszek. Banaszek. Ball goes to ground. Referee happy that it's gone backwards though, so Poland can continue back into the 22. Advantage coming here for Poland. It's a kickable penalty, but a kickable penalty no good to them at the moment as they trail by 6 points. Wawski once again. No advantage coming, so the referee is going to bring them back. Looking for a second, like they wanted to go quickly there through Nowitzki. But surely, plenty of time on the clock, 10 minutes to be precise. No, they do go quickly. I thought they were going to take the 3 points there. But no, the referee deciding that Nowitzki can't go. Substitution for Poland. On comes Piotr Wisniewski, 22 years of age. And now Poland go back into the 22. Banaszek works it out to the left-hand side. Monster tackle made in the 22 though, and Switzerland get the turnover. Massive moments. And with that 30-24 lead, turning the ball over inside the 22 will keep that confidence growing. They've grown into this game beautifully. And Perrault clears for touch. Well, unofficially, according to our clock, 8 minutes remaining here. And still plenty of rugby to be played. Poland have shown they can force the mistakes inside the Swiss half. And by the same tilt, Switzerland have shown that they can play much better territorially with this win. That's well taken by Fukli. Oh, frustration starting to build up for Poland. They could see that coming. Kasper Babski jogs back to cover the touchline, something he's done particularly well. Very trusty under the high ball is the big number 5 for Poland. Temperatures dropped here again, absolutely freezing pitch side, and that wind's picking up too. Very much in favour of the boot of Simon Perrault. Perrault not having much pitch to play with, so takes Switzerland just back into the Poland half. They'll have the throw in at the line out, and Maxime Lucan, who aside from the one try scoring opportunity that he spurned with the line out throw in the first half, has been pretty reliable with the arrows in this match. Well, it's not clean from Switzerland, but they've won the line out nonetheless. Oh no, it's been taken into touch by the hosts. So Poland with the throw in, and they go quickly as well. Well, that's a few times that's happened, you know, where they've tried to go quickly from the line out. But this Italian referee, Andrea Piardi, has put paid to their ambitions to try and inject a little bit of speed into this, chasing a converted try to get back into the lead in a match that it looked like they were going to disappear out of sight in after 20 minutes here in Geneva. Final 6 minutes here at the Centre des Sportifs Chirpin. Well, it looked like it was in danger of kicking off in the first half, and Wulschläger this time might cause the referee to take further action. Jules Pourcheux, wearing number 21's warming up for the Swiss. No further action will be taken by PRD.
Pour la Suisse, remplacement du numéro 9, Simon Perrault, par le numéro 21, Gilles.
And that's a good touch finder. Nervous moments here for Switzerland. And some Polish supporters find their voices over in that big crowd here at the Centre des Sportifs Chirpin as well. Poland yet to score in the second half. They led 24-12 at the break. They now trail 30-24, 18 unanswered points for the hosts in the second half. Again, that's not clean from the line out, but it does manage to come back on the Polish side. Switzerland with some defending to do. They've not had a lot to do in the second half. They survived an early scare, and since then they've taken control of this match. But Poland, with points on the board, crash it forward through Szczeszotek. Go to the blind side. Scrum half has a dart. Plita. Slower than they'd like, so Szczeszotek has to go again. Such a dangerous ball carrier in open space. He's been limited to scraps in this match. And Switzerland have turned it over. Well, this really quite remarkable from the hosts. The danger certainly not clear, however, it is alleviated. Just a few minutes remaining. Simon Perrault has been substituted. Decent day at the office for him. He's been a bit of a general around the place. He's kicked them into good positions. He's kicked the points that have ultimately put them ahead in this match. 2 penalties and 2 conversions, 10 points to add to the 22 that he brought into this match. 32 for the championship for him. Switzerland's top scorer. Jules Porcher puts the ball in for Switzerland. Scrum turns and there are Polish hands on that, but they can't quite turn it over. And now they flood to try and create some kind of defensive barrier. This time though, from the clearance kick, Nowitzki does better. And he finds Buko, who's chopped down. Poland back to halfway. Managed to bring the ball back. That's a good carry from the big number 4, Bartoszek. Jeremy Toa, that tackle his first contribution, wearing number 22, the replacement centre. Bartoszek carries again, but not able to get up ahead of steam. Excellent tackle there on Szczeszotek before he really got the wheels turning. Another big tackle as well. Switzerland saving their best for the end. Baptiste Carriat diving over the top there. A little bit over-eager from the outside half in these closing throws. Switzerland 30, Poland 24. Again, words to be had between the referee and the over-exuberant forwards. It's been a physical game out there. Bitterly cold as well. One of the outside backs have had to come in looking for work. There's not been a lot of width on the game at all. It's going to be Poland's put in at the scrum. There's a long way to go to the Swiss try line, but if they breach it and get the conversion, I don't think there'll be enough time for the Reds to get back into it. This game hasn't really ebbed and flowed. It's been an arm wrestle that had Switzerland on the deck, but they managed to get back up off the canvas and take the lead. Poland looking to avenge last year's defeat in Warsaw, but the scoreboard and the clock are against them. But the possession is with them. Mateusz Plita, the scrum half, with the put in. Jules Porcher wearing 21. It's the replacement scrum half for Switzerland. Referee Not happy with the pack down here. It's a great crowd over on the far side, begging for the final whistle. Final few moments here, and they could be nervous ones for Switzerland. Especially now as Poland have managed to get the penalty from the scrum. The referee not happy at all, and he's given the benefit of the doubt to the attacking side. And David Banaszek is going to have the opportunity to find a good touch here. And he does exactly that. Poland will have the throw-in at the line-out, 10 metres between them and the Swiss try line. They trail by 7. Even if they get the try, they need the conversion too. And this would be a truly remarkable comeback. There have been 18 unanswered points by Switzerland in the second half. "23 unanswered points overall from 21-0 and 24-7 down. Switzerland lead 30-24. And the drama is not over. Oh, it's been turned over. Switzerland have turned the ball over at the line-out, and surely now they'll be able to see this one out. The opportunity was there for Poland, but they couldn't find the line-out jumper. They reduced the numbers, they overcomplicated it. The ball goes dead, and that is full time. The Swiss bench flood onto the pitch, and the comeback is complete. Full time here, Switzerland 30, Poland 24 in the final round of the Rugby Europe Trophy from the Centre de Sportive Chirpin. The bonus point victory is secured. 4 tries, 2 in the first half, 2 in the second, as well as the kick points by Simon Perrault, means that Switzerland register their second victory of the season in the Rugby Europe Trophy. That guarantees they'll finish above Poland, who can't go any higher than 5th, and if results go their way, then they could do exactly what they did last season, a 3rd place finish. A quite remarkable comeback here. Full time, it is Switzerland 30, Poland 24.
Voyagiste officiel de la FSR, Ticketmaster, nouveau partenaire billetterie.
Ici avec Olivier Lière, le coach de la Suisse. Félicitations Olivier. Plus compliqué du match, mais enfin la Suisse a pu gagner. Comment as-tu vécu ce match?
Mal, un vrai enfer, Véronica. C'était terrible. Il y avait un vent très très fort, et donc on était sur la frontière difficulté avec le vent. On a bien exploité leur point fort sur la puissance de leurs avants, et nous on a été vraiment difficulté sur les placards.
Et à la mi-temps, qu'est-ce que vous avez fait? Comment est-ce que vous avez fait pour rediriger l'équipe pour arriver à la victoire?
À la mi-temps, on s'est fâché un petit peu sur les valeurs du rugby, même plus que les valeurs du Suisse, les valeurs du rugby elles-mêmes, sur cet engagement dans les plaquages, la capacité à très bloquer cette équipe. Et puis surtout, on voyait que dès qu'on tenait le ballon et dès qu'on était capable de mettre un petit peu de mouvement, tout de suite le jeu s'ouvrait. Donc il fallait vraiment que chacun prenne ses responsabilités et qu'on soit capable de tenir ce ballon et d'enchaîner les temps de jeu.
Ben, félicitations enfin pour la victoire. Aussi, maintenant, ça marque le fin de cette campagne européenne. Quel est ton bilan de cette campagne, de cette saison?
Le bilan, il est mitigé parce que d'un côté, on est tout près des meilleures équipes de cette poule, et de l'autre, on a perdu de justesse 3 matchs, chaque fois très très courts. Je pense que notre plus grand regret, il est au Portugal, parce qu'à la 79e, on est juste 1 point derrière cette équipe, et on a la pénalité de la gagne. Et on les avait vraiment fait douter. Après, on prend 2 essais dans les arrêts de jeu qui reflètent pas le match, mais c'est le meilleur contenu rugby qu'on ait fait de notre saison. Et celui de la semaine dernière, où on peut vraiment avoir du regret parce qu'on n'a pas mis en place ce jeu avec de la vitesse. Et là, voilà, il faut qu'on retrouve cette force et puis que ce groupe y grandisse. On n'a jamais eu autant de joueurs que cette année. Ça, c'est une très très bonne nouvelle. Toutes les familles qui grandissent, c'est qu'elles vont bien. Donc il faut qu'on continue à faire en sorte vraiment de développer ces valeurs suisses et de faire en sorte que les joueurs aient autant de fierté à porter ce maillot et à se retrouver pour faire des exploits.
Ben, merci beaucoup et félicitations pour cette belle saison.
Merci.